How many times have you turned on your television only to hear news broadcasting about a professional athlete breaking the law? Whether it's murder, theft, drug involvement, or illegal gun possession, unfortunately, much of our younger generation idolizes these athletes. Your child may even be one of these children that look up and want to grow up to be just like these professional athletes. Today, I'd like to talk to you about first, reasons why professional athletes make terrible role models for children. Second, I would like to discuss the qualities a good role model should possess and list some examples. And finally, ways we can encourage children and young adults to choose better role models. I'll begin by sharing some of the reasons why professional athletes do not make good role models. Professional athletes set unrealistic goals for children and young adults. The problem is, many of these athletes were born with God-given talent, and many of us do not have this talent. These athletes have natural skill and ability to perform. Many children grow up with overly ambitious goals to become a professional athlete as their career. The problem is that many children do not have athletic skill to become professional athletes, and sets them up for disappointment. Only 0.08% of high school football players play professional ball. Children should put a much greater emphasis on grades and academic performance, rather than sports and striving to become a professional athlete. Here are some charts that I have here that show the annual arrests for 1,000 individuals. And as you can see, the percentage of football players is greater than your average U.S. citizens, besides the drugs, and it's really close. And I also have a news article featuring Aaron Hernandez, who has been convicted, or will be convicted probably, of murders. And he played for the New England Patriots, tight end, very famous, and he's in trouble now. So, alright. Professional athletes do not possess the qualities of a good role model. Children need a good role model that practices good work ethic, so they realize you must work hard to be successful. A good role model has strong moral values. During the NFL offseason this year, 31 active players from 19 different teams were arrested for a variety of offenses, including murder and attempted murder, according to a database of player arrests compiled by UT San Diego. A total of 27 NFL players were arrested in 4 short months following the Super Bowl, and this is only in one sport. I'm sure that you can see the problem we have in this country with our children choosing professional athletes as their role models. There are several ways we can encourage our children and young adults to choose a better role model. Talk with your children, grandchildren, or nephews and nieces about the qualities a good role model should possess. Their role models should practice good work ethic, have high moral values, and live their life for Christ. Encourage the children and young adults that you know to pick role models such as their teachers, preachers, youth ministers, or coaches. Talk to children about why these people are better choices for a role model. Volunteer to speak at a school or after-school program about choosing good role models. By doing simple things like this, we have the power to change a child's life and lead them in a better direction. Spread the word about crime rates among professional athletes. Talk to the children and young adults that you may know about crime rates among professional athletes. Discuss the severity of these crimes and explain to children that there are major consequences for criminal actions. But many times professional athletes get away with these crimes simply because they are famous. In conclusion, as you can easily see, professional athletes do not make good role models for our youth. I've told you the reasons why professional athletes do not make good role models, the qualities that a good role model should possess, and finally, some good ways that you can encourage children to choose better role models. Role models have a great influence on your children and young adults. This is why this issue is so important to me. What if it was your child idolizing one of these professional athletes? What if it was your child growing up wanting to become this professional athlete convicted of sexual assault or DUI? Think of how this could negatively affect your child. I'm just going to leave you with a quote from Charles Barkley. I'm not a role model. Just because I can dunk a basketball doesn't mean I should raise your kids. Thank you.